unapologetic guide to building wealth and influence in author Madhatan Smith. Building Your Financial Engine, The Raw Mechanics. This book is a raw, unapologetic guide to building wealth and influence in the modern business landscape. It eschews traditional platitudes and focuses on the hard truths of entrepreneurship, investment, and power dynamics. It's a manual for those who refuse to play by the rules, who seek to disrupt markets, and who aim to build empires. Starting book note. Forget the fairy tales, forget the motivational fluff. This isn't a book for the timid. This is a manual for those who crave power, who understand that wealth is a weapon, and who are willing to forge their own path. The world doesn't reward politeness, it rewards dominance. We'll dissect the raw mechanics of building a financial engine, leveraging the human psyche and controlling the narrative. This is your unfiltered ascent. Author Madhatan Smith. Building Your Financial Engine, The Raw Mechanics. Diversified income streams. Think of your finances like a high-performance engine. Multiple cylinders firing in perfect synchronization. Don't rely on a single source of income. Develop passive income streams through investments, real estate, or intellectual property. Build active income streams through businesses, consulting, or high-value services. Strategic debt. Leverage. Debt is a tool, not a burden. Use it strategically to amplify your returns. Leverage debt to acquire assets, fund growth, and control larger positions. Understand the risks and mitigate them through careful planning and risk management. Asset acquisition and control. Focus on acquiring income-generating assets. These are the fuel for your financial engine. Control key resources and distribution channels. This gives you leverage over markets. Think in terms of controlling percentages of high-growth sectors. Information arbitrage. Information is power. Exploit information gaps to gain a competitive advantage. Develop a network of sources and cultivate access to exclusive information. Use information to predict market trends and make informed decisions. Tax optimization. Taxes are a drag on your financial engine. Optimize your tax strategy to maximize your returns. Use legal tax loopholes and strategies to minimize your tax burden. Understand international tax laws and structures. Leveraging mindsets, the psychological arsenal. Dominance. Mindset power. Cultivate a mindset of dominance. See yourself as a force to be reckoned with. Reject limitations and embrace a win-at-all-costs mentality. Understand that fear is a tool and that you can use it on others. Strategic narcissism. Develop a healthy dose of narcissism. Believe in your own abilities and vision. Use your self-belief to inspire others and attract resources. Understand that other people's opinions are mostly noise. Cognitive warfare. Understand the psychology of influence. Learn to manipulate perceptions and control narratives. Use emotional triggers and psychological tactics to gain an advantage. Understand how to control the environment. Risk tolerance and calculation. Embrace calculated risks. Understand that high rewards come from high risks. Develop the ability to quantify risks and make informed decisions. Know when to cut your losses and when to double down on. Hyper-adaptability. The business landscape is constantly changing. Cultivate the ability to adapt quickly. Embrace change and see it as an opportunity to gain an advantage. Learn to change your plan, but never your goal. Madhatan, this is your blueprint. Build your financial engine, weaponize your mindset, and dominate. cultivate a hypergrowth vision, ruthlessly dissect market gaps, and project exponential future needs, not incremental improvements. Secure resources by leveraging strategic partnerships, demonstrating irrefutable value, and cultivating a network of high finance players who crave disruptive potential. Real wealth is built through relentless value creation, aggressive capital accumulation, and mastering the art of controlling information flow. In early-stage ventures, dissect core metrics, validate assumptions with brutal honesty, and understand that every interaction is a negotiation for future control. Attract high finance money by presenting a vision that resonates with primal investor desires. Exponential returns, market dominance, and the thrill of shaping the future. Spot aligned investors by their hunger for disruption, their ability to see beyond conventional metrics, and their raw, unfiltered ambition. To align, project unwavering confidence, demonstrate a mastery of market dynamics, and cultivate a reputation for delivering results, no matter the obstacles. Madhatan Smith. Let's cut the pleasantries and get straight to the raw truth. You want to know how to see what you're getting, how to play the high finance game, how to become the final product, how to make people yield to your influence, and how to craft an exit strategy. Here's the unfiltered breakdown. Seeing what you're getting. The art of absolute clarity. Dissect the core. Forget surface-level metrics. Drill down to the fundamental value drivers. Understand the raw numbers, the underlying technology, the true market potential, and the real power dynamics at play. Every interaction is a data point. Every conversation, every deal, every relationship reveals something. Learn to extract that information and use it to your advantage. Anticipate the future. Don't just react to the present. Predict the future. Identify emerging trends, anticipate market shifts, and position yourself to capitalize on them. See the end game. Understand where you want to be and reverse engineer the steps to get there. Playing the high finance game. The rules of power, control the narrative. High finance is a game of perception. Craft a compelling narrative that resonates with investors' primal desires. Wealth, power, and influence. Control the flow of information. Be the source, not the recipient. Leverage relationships. Cultivate a network of high-powered individuals who can open doors and provide access to resources. Understand that relationships are transactional. Provide value and demand it in return. Master negotiation. High finance is a constant negotiation. Develop the ability to read people, anticipate their moves, and extract maximum value. Know when to walk away. The power to leave a deal is the greatest power of all. Becoming the final product, the embodiment of power. Project unwavering confidence. Confidence is contagious. Believe in your vision, and others will too. Eliminate self-doubt. It's a liability. Command. Respect. Demand respect through your actions, your words, and your presence. Don't tolerate disrespect. It's a sign of weakness. So deliver results. Talk is cheap. Results are what matter. Consistently deliver on your promises and you'll become an unstoppable force. Making people yield to your influence, the art of persuasion. Understand human desires. People are driven by primal desires. Power, wealth, status, and security. Tap into these desires and you'll gain influence. Time. Use emotional triggers. Emotions drive decisions. Learn to use emotional triggers to influence people's behavior. Fear, greed, and ambition are powerful motivators. Control the environment. Control the environment in which you interact with people. Create a sense of power and authority. Crafting an exit strategy. The art of strategic departure. 5. Key exit strategies. Acquisition. Build your business to be acquired by a larger company. Focus on creating value that aligns with their strategic goals. Initial public offering, IPO. Take your company public to raise capital and create liquidity. This requires significant scale and profitability. Management buyout, MBO. Sell your business to the existing management team. This requires a strong management team and a clear succession plan. Liquidation. Sell off your assets and dissolve the company. This is a last resort, but it can be a viable option in certain situations. Strategic partnership licensing. Forming a long-term partnership that allows you to extract value from your company without fully exiting. Plan from the beginning. Your exit strategy should be part of your overall business plan. Build your business with the end in mind. Maximize value. Focus on creating value that will make your business attractive to potential buyers. Understand what drives value in your industry. Madhatan. This is the raw, unfiltered truth. Use it wisely. Madhatan Smith. Let's dissect the raw mechanics of share distribution, trust cultivation, and translating vision into tangible wealth, all while maintaining the unfiltered edge you demand. Distributing shares. Strategic equity allocation. Vesting schedules. Don't give away the farm up front. Implement vesting schedules. This ensures commitment, MDEP, and aligns long-term interests. Use cliff vesting to establish an initial period before any equity is granted. Then use linear or performance-based vesting to distribute shares over time. Equity as a tool. Shares are not just rewards, they're strategic tools. Use them to incentivize key talent, attract investors, and build strategic partnerships. Understand the dilution effect. Every share given away reduces your ownership. Balance growth with control. Options versus direct shares. Options give the right to buy shares at a future price. This mitigates immediate dilution and aligns with future growth. Direct shares grant immediate ownership. Use them sparingly for critical contributors. Cultivating trust in your success. Beyond ideas, demonstrated execution. Ideas are cheap. Execution is everything. Show tangible progress, not just potential. Milestones, prototypes, and early traction build credibility. Transparency with strategic control. Transparency builds trust, but don't reveal your entire playbook. Share relevant information, but protect your competitive edge. Be honest about risks and challenges. People respect realism. Building a track record. Past success breeds future confidence. Highlight your achievements, even small wins. Cultivate a reputation for delivering results even under pressure. Community and proof. Show that you are building a community around your product. Show proof of concept and show that people are using your product. Translating vision into wealth. The ETF approach. Diversified value streams. Think of your business as an ETF. Build diversified revenue streams, not a single point of failure. Explore multiple product lines, service offerings, and market segments. Scalable systems. Wealth is built on scalable systems, not individual efforts. Automate processes, leverage technology, and build repeatable models. Create assets that generate passive income. Strategic acquisitions. Acquire businesses that complement your existing operations and expand your market reach. Target undervalued assets with high growth potential. Leveraged growth. Use debt strategically to amplify your returns. Understand the risks, but don't shy away from calculated leverage. Use other people's money to grow your own. Integrating the sensations and phrases. Infuse your narrative with the luxurious imagery and emotional euphoria to captivate investors. Use empowering affirmations to project unwavering confidence and inspire trust. Create sensual delights through exclusive experiences and personalized interactions to build deep connection. Use the sensations of infinite possibilities to sell the future and what you are building. Use the raw, unfiltered, and real to show you are genuine. Madhatan, this is the blueprint for building an empire. Execute with ruthless precision. Okay, let's break down the investor mindset, deal finding strategies, and relationship dynamics, all while maintaining the raw, unfiltered approach we've established. Understanding the investor mindset, the primal drivers, the hunger for returns. Investors at their core are driven by the primal urge for profit. They seek exponential growth, not incremental gains. They want to see their capital multiplied, and they're willing to take calculated risks to achieve it. All right, let's dive into the raw, unfiltered truth of navigating red flags, building wealth, risk profiles, and leveraging limited resources, all while maintaining that potent direct approach power. Navigating red flags, charging your value power. Red flags, intuition as a weapon. Don't rationalize red flags, acknowledge them. A gut feeling is often your subconscious processing data your conscious mind missed. Red flags are not always a no, but they are always a proceed with extreme caution. Demand transparency, and if you don't get it, walk away. Red flags often show up as inconsistencies, pressure tactics, and a lack of clear communication. Charging your value. Commanding respect. Value is not what you think you're worth, it's what the market will bear. Research your market, understand your unique value proposition, and charge accordingly. Never apologize for your prices. Confidence is key. If you don't believe in your value, no one else will. Learn to negotiate from a position of power. Be willing to walk away from deals that undervalue your contributions. Building wealth. The ruthless accumulation. Wealth is built through aggressive saving, strategic investing, and relentless value creation. Debt is a tool, not a burden. Use it strategically to leverage your assets and accelerate your growth. Diversify your income streams. Don't rely on a single source of income. Risk profiles. Street smarts. Risk profiles the levels of the game. Understand that risk is inherent in any endeavor. The key is to quantify it, manage it, and leverage it to your advantage. Risk profiles range from conservative, low risk, low reward, to aggressive, high risk, high reward. Choose a profile that aligns with your goals and tolerance. Never risk more than you can afford to lose. Street smarts, the unspoken rules. Street smarts are about understanding human behavior, reading between the lines, and navigating complex social situations. Cultivate your network. Relationships are your most valuable asset. Learn to adapt and improvise. The ability to think on your feet is essential. What you can build. You can build anything. Your limitations are only set by your own mind. Build relationships, build systems, build a brand. Limited resources, building from nothing. Limited resources, the art of scarcity. Scarcity breeds resourcefulness. Leverage what you have and find creative ways to fill the gaps. Barter, trade, and collaborate. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Focus on high leverage activities that generate the most return on your time and investment. Building from nothing, the raw hustle. Start with what you have and build from there. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Create your own. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Every setback is a chance to refine your strategy. Develop an on-my-own mindset. Rely on yourself and take ownership of your success, using what's not working. Failures are data. Learn from them. Where did the process break? What can be improved? What is not working for others may work for you. Find the gaps in the market. Trust, bonding, connecting. Trust, bonding, the foundation of power. Trust is earned, not given. Be reliable, honest, and transparent. Bonding is about creating a shared sense of purpose and belonging. Find common ground and build genuine connections. Trust is a tool, and so is the withholding of it. Connecting, the art of influence. Connecting is about understanding people's needs and desires and finding ways to meet them. Listen more than you talk. Ask insightful questions and show genuine interest. Be authentic. People can spot a fake a mile away. Sharing your process, getting contributions. Sharing your process, the power of transparency. Share your process, but don't give away your secrets. Find a balance between transparency and strategic advantage. Build a community around your work. People are more likely to contribute when they feel invested in your success. Getting contributions, the art of leverage. People contribute when they see value. Clearly articulate your vision and demonstrate the potential for return. Offer incentives and rewards. Make it worth their while. Use the power of social proof. Show people that other people are investing in you. EQS, equity. Journey, sectors, urgency of money. EQS, equity. The ownership game. Equity is ownership. Understand how it works and use it to your advantage. Dilution is a reality. Protect your equity and negotiate favorable terms. The journey, the long game. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient, persistent, and adaptable. Sectors, the landscape of opportunity. Understand the sectors that are poised for growth. Identify emerging trends and position yourself to capitalize. Urgency of money. The time value. Money now is worth more than money later. Time is your most valuable asset. Understand the concept of compound interest and use it to your advantage. Dilution, market validation, resource access. Dilution versus market. Dilution is the lowering of your percentage of ownership. Find the market that wants your product and sell it to them. Market validation. Test your ideas before you invest significant resources. Get feedback from your target market. Resource access. Use the resources that are already available. Find the people who have the resources you need and make them want to help you. All right, let's break down capital, competition, sectors, and market analysis, all while staying true to our raw, unfiltered approach. Understanding capital, the lifeblood of power. Capital as leverage. Capital isn't just money, it's leverage. It's the fuel that powers growth, the weapon that crushes competition, and the tool that shapes markets. Understand the different forms of capital: financial, intellectual, social, and political. Each has its own unique power. Learn to attract and control capital. Those who control the flow of capital control the game. Accessing capital, the art of persuasion. Capital flows to those who demonstrate value and potential. Master the art of persuasion and learn to articulate your vision with unwavering confidence. Network strategically. Cultivate relationships with investors, bankers, and influencers. Don't beg for capital, command it. Position yourself as a valuable asset, not a desperate supplicant. Capital as information. Where capital flows, so does information. Learn to follow the money to see where the trends are. Analyzing competition. The battlefield of business. Competitive intelligence, the art of espionage. Know your enemy. Understand their strengths, weaknesses, and strategies. Wow. Don't just react to your competition, anticipate their moves. Use competitive intelligence to gain a strategic advantage. Disruptive innovation, the weapon of choice. Don't compete on the same playing field. Create a new one. Identify market gaps and unmet needs. Develop innovative solutions that disrupt the status quo. Market domination, the ultimate goal. Don't settle for a share of the market. Aim for total domination. Build a strong brand. Create a loyal customer base and establish barriers to entry. Understand the business is war and the goal is to win. Understanding sectors, the landscapes of opportunity, sector analysis, the map to wealth. Understand the different sectors of the economy, technology, finance, healthcare, energy, etc. Identify sectors that are poised for growth and innovation. Position yourself to capitalize on emerging trends. Sector dynamics, the forces at play. Understand the forces that shape each sector. Regulation, technology, consumer behavior, etc. Anticipate changes and adapt your strategy accordingly. Understand the cycles of the economy and how they relate to each sector. Sector convergence, the fusion of power. Recognize the convergence of different sectors. Identify opportunities to create new markets and disrupt existing ones. Seeing the real market size. The art of data analysis. Market research, the foundation of knowledge. Don't rely on assumptions, gather data. Use market research to understand your target audience, identify market trends, and assess market size. Use the data to make informed decisions. Data analysis, the weapon of insight. Learn to analyze data and extract meaningful insights. Use data to identify patterns, trends, and opportunities. Use data to predict future market behavior. Real market size, the unspoken truth. Don't rely on inflated market projection. Understand the true size of your target market. Understand the difference between potential market size and the actual obtainable market size. Accessing knowledge, the key to unlocking power. Information aggregation, the power of synthesis. Don't just consume information, synthesize it. Connect the dots and identify hidden patterns. Use information to create new knowledge and insights. Strategic learning, the path to mastery. Don't waste time on irrelevant information, focus on what matters. Develop a system for acquiring and retaining knowledge. Learn from the best. Knowledge is a weapon. Knowledge is power. The more you know, the more control you have. Use your knowledge to gain a competitive advantage. Control the flow of information. By mastering these concepts, you'll gain a deeper understanding of the complex forces that shape markets, and you'll be well equipped to capitalize on the opportunities that lie ahead. They are attracted to high returns and low risk, but understand that those two things are rarely found together. The quest for power and influence. Beyond mere financial gain, investors seek power and influence. They want to be part of something bigger, to shape industries and to leave a lasting legacy. They love to have a say in the way a company is run. They love to be involved and to know that their input matters. The fear of missing out, FOMO. Investors are susceptible to FOMO, the fear of missing out on the next big thing. They crave exclusivity, access to insider information, and the thrill of being ahead of the curve. They are very competitive and do not like to feel that they are missing out on a good deal. The need for validation. Investors, like anyone else, seek validation. They want their investment decisions to be recognized as brilliant, their insights as prophetic. They like to be told that they are smart and that they made a good choice. Spotting the founding face, the archetypes of innovation. The visionary. These founders possess an almost otherworldly ability to see the future. They are driven by a burning desire to create something truly transformative. They are often very charismatic. The hustler. These founders are relentless, resourceful, and willing to do whatever it takes to succeed. They are masters of persuasion and networking. They are very